visitors, it's been 7 years that Bun Chhean has been repeating them daily. Since his first meeting with Chalo in March 2005, he has become the first of the 60 micro-entrepreneurs of Tuksat, the Cambodian antenna of 1001 fontaines. He supplies daily pure water to local shops, households and schools.
ដំបូងឡើយគឺការដែលចូលធ្វើការហ្នឹងគឺខ្ញុំអត់មានការបានហាត់រៀនទេគឺខ្ញុំអនុវត្តផ្ទាល់ជាមួយលោកអេជេនឌីយ៉ាតនៅកាលពីឆ្នាំ2005មកហើយការដែលធ្វើនឹងធ្វើទាំងកំរលព្រោះខ្ញុំក៏អត់ដឹងថាធ្វើម៉េចដែរខ្ញុំចូលធ្វើមុនដំបូងព្រោះខ្ញុំអត់បានរៀនបាទខ្ញុំអត់បានរៀនទេគឺខ្ញុំអនុវត្តជាមួយគាត់នោះបានរយៈពេលប្រហែល1ឆ្នាំជាមួយគាត់ទៅរហូតដល់សប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃខ្ញុំបានទៅសិក្សាបន្តនៅបាត់ដំបងនៅកន្លែង office បាទនៅគេមានកន្លែងបច្ចេកទេសបង្រៀនជាបន្តមកការដោះដាល់មកបានពីការរៀនមកធ្វើរហូតដល់សប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃនេះ
Sweet water, an inexhaustible resource for Cambodia, we scorch with it. Rivers, lakes, swamps and puddles are part of the landscape. But this water that often remains stagnant is still today the principal source of drinking water for 42% of Cambodians, mostly living in rural areas. And unfortunately, it is the vector of numerous diseases that can be deadly for young children.
It's well known also diseases which are related to waterborne diseases, related to the fact that they drink water which is not proper for consuming. So the consequences are first of all for the children, under 10, so bad water can kill the children, so it's the first cause for children mortality. Even for older children, the diarrheas which are connected to the quality of the water, diarrheas are the first cause for the absenteeism in the school, and the only hope for the children to have a better life than their parents is to go to school. So it's a matter of future, it's not just a matter of health, immediate health, it's a matter of future for them. And even for the parents, diarrheas are also a nightmare for them, because when they are ill, not only it's extremely costly to buy medicines, to go to the hospital, but when they are ill, at the same time, they are not anymore in the rice field, so they lose their income at the same time. So on an economical standpoint, being ill because of diarrheas is very damageable.
The initial investment for a station, Bun Chhean wouldn't have been able to make it in 2005 with his taxi driver incomes. Thus, 1001 fontaine have put the station at his disposal, remaining owner of it, and train him regularly for over 1 year. Bun Chhean operates the station to be financially independent and make his business grow, paying a monthly fee to Tuksat. This franchise system guarantees him the maintenance, the follow-up, and the water quality controls of his business.
កាលពីមុនដំបូងទាំងអស់ដែលខ្ញុំបានផលិតកាលពីឆ្នាំ2005គឺដើមដំបូងហើយឆ្នាំ2005គឺក្នុងមួយខែខ្ញុំលក់ទឹកលំបាកណាស់គឺបានតែចំនួន400ប៊ីដុងទេប្រហែល400ប៊ីដុងហើយដល់ឈានមកដល់សប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃនេះគឺឡើងខ្ពស់មែនទែនឡើងស្ទើរតែមិនជឿបើប្រៀបធៀបពីឆ្នាំ2005មកព្រោះឥឡូវនេះមើលខែកាលពីខែ4មិញខែមេសាគឺខ្ញុំលក់ដល់ទៅ6015ប៊ីដុង
Sold at $0.1 per liter because locally produced, the 1001 fontaines water, or the foreigners' water as the Khmers call it, is 3 times cheaper than the water available on the market. Without this, the Banteay Chmar inhabitants would be still drinking swamp water.
For the private company, they think about the profit, but for us, just not the focus on the profit, but just to cover the operating. And also, so that's why we can sell the low price possible, and also the one thing that we can sell is the low price possible because the initial investment is funded by the donor, and also the station is located in the community, so it can reduce the cost of the logistics and also the distribution.
ការដែលគាត់បានប្រើប្រាស់ទឹកស្អាតរបស់យើងហើយការដែលចម្លើយនៃឆ្លើយតបគឺគាត់ថាល្អសុខភាពគាត់ល្អកាត់បន្ថយច្រើននៅជំងឺរាគរូសថវិកាគឺមិនសូវចុះដូចពេលមុនដែរបាទ
Having proven their model in Cambodia, 1001 fontaines is currently in a large scaling up phase. They are starting 60 new stations in Cambodia and are starting as well to implement their model in India and Madagascar. In 2018, they will reach 250 entrepreneurs in Cambodia, which would mean 500,000 people will be benefiting from their service. And there will always be more to do in this field.
Before we starting this project in Cambodia, we have many about during the civil war and after, and many infrastructure was destroyed. And concerning to the water, we just in the rural area we have about 42% who people can access to the improve water, not the safe water, just improve water. So it's a big issue also for Cambodian people that can cause some it means the disease, and so the government try their best to how to reach for example they set the millennium goal that in 2015 have to in the rural area can reach to 50% that people can access to the service water and by 2025 people in the rural area can have the service on water and hygiene. So it's something, but 1001 fontaine or Texas, this is one of the something that we try our best to go and to work with the government and to try to help people who live in the communities.
1001 Fontaine, which has been awarded as South Asia Social Entrepreneur of the Year 2011, has still a long way to go on its track to replicate its winner model in Cambodia and abroad.
We believe that what is the most important in our mission is to provide safe water on a sustainable basis. So the key point is to create the sustainability. The sustainability of the production unit is directly linked to its own capacity to generate enough money to cover its operating cost. This is the reason why in each village, when we create the production capacity, the safe water production capacity, we run this capacity as a micro business, which means that the villager becomes an entrepreneur and creates its own business, selling the water, generating a turnover which enables him or her to cover its operating expenses, its maintenance expenses, its renewal expenses, and which enable him or her to improve his own living standards. And we know that since their living standards are related to the success of this enterprise, they will do their best to make it work and to make it last.
ព្រោះខ្ញុំចង់ការដែលខ្ញុំនៅធ្វើការទឹកស្អាតនេះព្រោះខ្ញុំដឹងថានៅកន្លែងនេះវាជិតនឹងគ្រួសារហើយខ្ញុំគិតថានៅជិតគ្រួសារប្រសើរជាងយើងចាក់ចាញ់ឆ្ងាយទៅក្រៅប្រទេសដូចជាប្រទេសវៀតណាមប្រទេសថៃជាដើមខ្ញុំការងារនេះគឺខ្ញុំចូលចិត្តធ្វើណាព្រោះវាអាចជួយជំរុញឲ្យកូនខ្ញុំបាននៅជួបជុំនឹងគ្រួសាររបស់ខ្ញុំទាំងមូលនៅនឹងហើយអាចមើលកូនយើងរៀនតើកូននឹងឆ្លាតអត់ហើយការងារនេះនៅក្នុងប្រទេសតែម្ដងបាទ